Hi there, this is John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. This is the show where I like to share tips, tools and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. Indeed, in this program you can get plenty of ideas relating to sales, leasing and property management across office, industrial and retail property. So welcome. The website to contact us is commercial-real-estate-training.com and visit that website to get all the ideas you need in your real estate business. So it's time now for you to grab a coffee, come back with your notebook and listen to the program a couple of times so you can grab those ideas and use them in your real estate business. Here is the program. I'll catch you at the other end. Hi there and welcome to the program. Today I want to talk about a sales work plan. A work plan that brokers can use every day, agents can use every day to build their business over time. It's a roadmap, if you like, to do the right things each day in a real estate business so that results happen with clients and with listings. So I'd like you to consider the program deeply and, of course, make your notes, consider what you're doing and what you're not doing, and how you can bring this roadmap into your business. Indeed, the roadmap, the recording, is part of the listing agents course that I have online. So you'll find it interesting, and I'd like to share it with you today. So make sure you're ready to go through the program and listen to it a couple of times. Here is the audio. I will catch you at the other end. So let's look at the concept of workflow for sales agents in today's market. In brokerage today, there are plenty of things that can shift your priorities every day. Plenty of pressures going on around you, plenty of issues that will arise when you least expect it. That is why you need a workflow or a plan to keep on track. The agents that use a workflow process always get better results than the random agents of the real estate market. Now, the good news here is that there's plenty of random agents out there. Why is that good? Because it reduces the competition for you. You can be better than the rest. You can rise to the top of your market using a workflow strategy. So what is the problem with all of this? The abundance of pressures on agents, on brokers. Time and task issues will always happen, particularly as you get more clients and listings and meetings. Each day will get busier in several ways. I'll repeat those factors of clients, listings, meetings, and you can throw in inspections and negotiations. The more listings that you have of quality, the busier you will be. Now, you are the only person who can control your actions and your focus through all of those pressures. Now understand this, you cannot control all of your working days, nor should you try. And that is a fact that should be accepted. Don't challenge the issue, but work with it. Transactions, meetings, and negotiations will constantly shift your bias and your workload. So accept that for what it is, but develop a system around that. And that is where the workflow process becomes very useful. Whilst you may start the day with some set approach, things will be happening by mid-morning or lunchtime on most days. So that is where your workflow planner, your strategy, your basic strategy or system will take you through. So putting in the effort, we all know that in commercial real estate, you only get back what you put in. So if you're looking to thrive and grow as a broker in your location, you have to put in the effort. Now, unless you protect yourself from the potential brokerage chaos, your results and efforts as an agent will stall or slow. However, as you achieve more control in your working day, you achieve better outcomes with clients, listings, and opportunities. So I'm going to give you some questions now to consider as part of taking your career forward in the industry. So a progress plan for agents, what is it? What are the critical issues of the day that you should use and work through? What things would you like to do if you have more time? What problems will do nothing for you in business or for your clients? Certainly you need to know what they are because you shouldn't be doing them. So the basic rule here is to set a balanced approach to your time and transaction focus. You are the right person to control your time and your focus. Start your career, your focus within that, with a strategy that I'm about to give you. Strive to achieve profound control on 50% of each working day. That's the basic rule, and I'll repeat it for you. Strive to achieve profound control on 50% of each working day. That then leaves you with the other 50% for absorbing the pressures and the changes that will always be there. So here in the rest of this particular topic, I'm going to give you some ideas to help you build a workflow plan in commercial real estate brokerage for you with your career, your focus, your property specialities. So here is the first topic: contacting new people. To me, it's perhaps the most important topic that you need to work with. Many of your current clients will move in and out of investment property ownership at different times. It can be weeks, months, or years before a client or a prospect will take another step forward with their real estate property holdings and decisions. Perhaps also challenges. The only way that you can compete for that is to have a consistent and ongoing new client contact program. You fill it with the right people, and the relationships with the targeted people you know can be a future source of listing or transaction activity. Those people should be on your list now. So help your targeted people remember you as an agent that can help them at the right time in the right way. That is where contacting new people becomes very important with what you do in your real estate business. So the next topic to think about: creating meetings for the right reasons. I'm a big believer that some meetings can waste your time and should never be attended because of the waste of your time. I've seen too many agents just have a meeting for the sake of it. That's not a good rule in our business. Not all of your appointments are potentially helpful, so recognize that fact. Only move to an appointment with the things that have some potential for you or are important in some particular way. Be careful on just what meetings you agree to and attend. You will have team and client meetings to balance into your workflow. Now, I guess we all have to have those team meetings whether we like it or not, but too many team meetings for too long a duration should also not occur. In my opinion, team meetings should be over and done with in 1 hour. That's it. After 1 hour, the focus is gone. The team is thinking about other things. The team wants to move on. All meetings should be 1 hour maximum duration. Go in there with an agenda, say what you have to say, decide on what you need to decide about, and then go out there into the world and keep your business flowing. So through all of those meetings, you'll have other things like inspection requests, new listings to formulate, transaction progress, contacts to make, all of that. The basic rule here is to have meetings for only the proper discussions with selected people. And you will know when that meeting is important and critical. You will also know when that meeting is a total waste of your time. Get used to saying no thank you. If someone really wants to talk to you, get them on a Zoom connection or something like that, or call them. But don't waste your time traveling to a meeting unless you know there's something there for you, something important. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a potential transaction. Maybe it's getting to know that person more substantially so over time. So the next topic here is this: researching new properties. The prospecting and research process for new properties can be pretty overwhelming to new people entering the industry because they have to do it every day and they haven't done it before. And of course, within that, there's so much to do and to work through as far as researching those new properties and talking to people. Discipline is a big part of our game in commercial real estate. Get your discipline sorted. Drill down into discipline. Make it stronger. Make it better. Help it drive you through the challenges of each and every day. So the topic here is researching those new properties and people. The best way forward with this concept is to keep the number of properties in your research process achievable and straightforward. In other words, don't try to do too many things with too many properties all at the same time because you just won't get it done. It's better to focus on a selected number of properties and people in an ongoing, steady way. Steady is a good word. Depending on how many other clients and listings you may already have, it could even be as simple as researching one new property per day to add to your list. Simplicity always works in commercial real estate brokerage today. Simplicity. Keep it simple, keep it basic, keep your numbers down, keep your numbers achievable. The next topic here is reviewing and updating all of your listings. When you actually win a listing, that's the beginning of opportunity. But things won't advance unless you work that listing deeply, directly, and specifically. Your exclusive listings are always a top priority, and you should be listing most of your properties exclusively because you are a good agent, and the services that you bring to your properties and your clients is unique. It's very special. The client cannot ignore it. The client needs that service. Now, only take on open listings if it is a last resort to help you tap into some opportunity that you know you have identified. So open listings will always be a waste of time, so avoid them. Exclusive listings are a priority. When you get an exclusive listing, take it on for a certain fixed period of time, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever it is, depending on the property in the location. You know how much time it's going to take to focus into that target market for that particular property. I go back to my point that open listings waste your time, so avoid them. Those listings are not controlled, hence anyone can sell them. Imagine the frustration of working on something and then it disappears from your control. That's an open listing. What a waste of time. So what is the right way to list? Exclusivity is paramount in all that you do. Now, you might say, well, why should the client give me exclusivity? The answer is simple. You have to provide better tools, better ideas, better control, better strategy, better solutions in a timely way for your clients. And when they see that as part of your property presentation, your listing presentation, they start to see that you are better than the other agents around you. That is how you get exclusivity. Exclusivity is paramount in all that you do. Control the listing for a period of time. That's exclusivity. From that point of listing, you then tune your exclusive listing to get more progress and to shorten the time on market. So what is tuning? It might be moving through the target market differently. It might be changing the advertising story online. It might be distributing the property information into the target audience locally and doing that differently. It might be setting a different price. It might be setting a different method of sale. That's what tuning a listing is all about. So when you have a listing, it is just the start of the process. Beyond that, you are always doing things, conditioning the client, helping them see what they need to do to move forward. Communication is the key to keeping your client working with you through all the challenges of a property sale. And recognize that some property sales are really challenging. They can sometimes frustrate the seller deeply, and you don't want that, so you have to help them through all the challenges of the mindset, the progress, the frustrations of the deal, all of that. You have to be there. Communicate with them directly and specifically. So the next point to think about here is reviewing listing stock locally. It's something you should do at least once a week. And my preference is that Sunday mornings is a good time to do it, when everyone else is home in bed thinking about not doing anything at all. You can be out there in your territory, driving around, looking at the local listings to see what's happening, what's changed, what's new, where the signboards are, what your competition is doing. Some of the listings of your agent competitors will influence your listing stock, the methods of sale, and the inquiry. For that reason, you must monitor all those properties both locally and online. As I said, Sunday morning is a great time to get into the car, get out there, travel around, make your notes, take your photos, and prepare yourself for those other listings that could be happening around you in your market, in your territory. So know what is happening with those other properties. Position your listings more favourably than those of your competitors. Your choices will be in marketing and methods of sale. You can always choose better marketing solutions, timelines, and methods of promotion. As I said, you can always choose to be better than your competitors, the other agents that are out there. Your listings can be more successfully promoted and taken to the target audience. So the next point to think about here is traveling your territory. Now, you can always create more opportunities in your real estate business by meeting local people. Those are the people in your territory. Get to know them and remain in regular contact. So how would you do that? Fill your pockets with business cards. Go out there into the area every day and give out 20 business cards. So what is the process for that territory control? It's action. It's putting yourself in front of other people in your territory, building by building, street by street, zone by zone, precinct by precinct. That is where you can and should door knock local business owners and building occupants. You don't know if they own the property without doing extensive research. The easiest way to find them is to give them the business card and just say that you've taken on a new area. You just want to introduce yourself in case they have a property need or challenge. From that process, the ongoing conversations will produce opportunities. The next point to think about here is building relationships with key people. I like to call them the VIPs, the key people that are important, and you know they are important, to your business, to commercial property in the location. So the key question to consider here is this: who are the key people in real estate locally? For example, many agents work with investors and business owners. Are they part of your target market? That is investors and business owners. They should be. How can you connect with them? More of them, continually so, day after day. That's a question to think about. The choices you make here will be built around your property zone, the specialities of properties you work with, and the skills that you bring to real estate for your clients and your prospects. It is always better to specialize in your zones with your people. I go back to the 3 big letters there, VIPs. You should be running with about 20 VIPs in your database anyway. You don't need more than that. They are the people that can use your services frequently over time, 2 or 3 times a year. They are the VIPs. You will know who they are. At the moment, they might be working with other agents. That is fine. But if you know them now, open the door with communication, get the conversations out there, share information, try and meet with them, keep the call contact process going. That's how you build relationships with key people. So the next concept to think about here is prioritizing your listings. It is always valuable to break down your listings into working categories of A, B, and C. The A and B class listings will get more of your time because you know you can do something with them. The C class listings might be the tougher properties, the more difficult properties, perhaps even the open listings. So from that decision point of A, B and C, you can decide why a property would or could move through the categories towards more action and deeper marketing. A C-class property would become a B-class property, and so on, providing you did the right things, condition the client accordingly. Every listing can be improved for conversion and marketing over time. So the C's become B's, the B's become A's, and through all of that you get the transactions you're looking for. Now, most top agents will only really focus on A and B class listings, and they will know why those properties are A and B class listings. And you need the same sort of decision facility in your local area. All of your decisions can be made around your listing classes, A, B, and C. All of your time should be spent on A's and B's, and perhaps conditioning the owners of the C-class listings to achieve better activity through repricing or remarketing or marketing spend, something like that. In commercial real estate, you don't always create a transaction immediately. You create it over time. And that is where positioning and communication is so important in what we do. Let's go on to another topic here, and it is progress and control. All the documents and the transactions. So the more listings that you have and the more transactions you are negotiating, there'll be plenty of documents around you. And you have to keep those on track, legally so, and professionally correct. Don't let your listings and transactions get out of control. It takes time to move a property to a settlement, or through the marketing, or through the listing. Many things can happen in days or weeks to settlement as well. So you have some documents in listing, marketing, offers, negotiation, contracts, also leases. So when you have a document, you make sure it's accurate, correct, signed, and legally so. When you have that document, you maintain it, you work with it. As another special note, don't let the professional associates or service providers for the client slow or divert the flow of the business for the client. Many clients will have property attorneys or solicitors or financiers, that sort of thing. Those other service providers can stall the transaction for their own reasons. And all of a sudden your transaction is slowing right down. There's some other issue on the table that you had not thought about and someone else has put there in front of the client. So stay close to your clients and their service providers to get the transaction progress underway and stay with it. Always follow through and stay with the transaction to the very, very end. So I've mentioned a good number of things there for you, particularly regards getting a workflow going. And I just want to repeat those ideas for you before I summarize the whole thing. Firstly, contacting new people. Then creating meetings for the right reasons. Then researching new properties. Reviewing and updating all listings. Reviewing listing stock locally of your competitors. Traveling your territory. Building relationships with key people. Prioritizing your listings. Progressing and controlling all your documents and transactions. They are the key issues in creating a workflow, and those things there will do a lot for you to help you thrive and grow over time as a top agent in your location. So let's close off with a few summary notes here for you to think about. Giving feedback to your clients. Many clients claim to be neglected in a property transaction. That neglection can be in any marketing, inspection, or transaction activity. Every stage of the property transaction is to be nurtured, controlled. Feedback to a client will allow you to keep everything under control, and it should be so. It will also allow you to shape any hurdles or problems to the sale or the settlement process, and they will always be there, likely so. So understand that the hurdles or problems will evolve. You may not know what they are now, but they will be there. You just have to stay with it. Engage with your clients frequently and give recommendations and/or alternatives so they feel supported as the listing, the marketing, the inspections progress. A client who has choices will always feel in control as you take them forward in a sales situation. So reposition your listing marketing. That's something worth thinking about. Some of the properties you'll promote will need a marketing change. That is to build more inquiry and/or match the property more closely to the target market. Many agents don't spend enough time to align the property listing to a target group of buyers. And those agents really haven't sorted out who that buyer or that buyer group should be. Generic marketing today doesn't work. Be prepared to position all your exclusive listings and reshape your adverts or tune them to get more inquiry. And in saying that, improve and enhance local area marketing. In most cases, a property will be sold locally. It is because the investors and the business owners understand that local area. And you would understand that area as well. But most of the buyers that you're looking for will be locally. So the strategy here is part of spreading your efforts locally to get more inquiry and/or listings for yourself. It requires that you talk to people and connect with them regularly, deeply, directly, consistently. Understand what you're doing regarding local area marketing and think about how you can improve that coverage periodically and consistently over time. There are always more people to find in your location, plus business owners and property investors to reach out to. There's always more people there. If your business is stalling, you're not talking to enough people. That's the message. So all of this requires a specific logistical analysis and a consistent contact research approach into the local area, and that's your job. The suggestion here is for you to improve your local area coverage deliberately so. That is an excellent way to create business for yourself across the whole year. It's a staged process of streets, buildings, property owners, business coverage. That's how you enhance local area marketing. So in closing, create function in your day, your days, your weeks, your months. All of these strategies can help you establish a solid and effective workflow process in commercial real estate today. As a broker or an agent in your location, everything you do each day will support, enhance, or delay your progress in transactions and with future opportunities. So wouldn't it be nice to drop the delay problem issue and work with support and enhance? Everything you do each day can support and enhance your progress. Get rid of the delay problem. So this is where the workflow process will bring about so much more results in your business for you over time. The workflow process. What is your workflow? Go back through what I've explained to you here and understand the workflow for what it is and how you can build on that. Build the strategy into your real estate day and your working week. Stick with the process. Your workflow is so important to your career and your results over time. Become that top agent in your location through building your workflow. And so that was the program for today to help you with that work plan, that blueprint, that day plan, that plan that can allow you to find the business in real estate because it is always there. The best agents are very disciplined. They do the right things every day, they know what counts, and they know what they should be doing. They avoid those things that waste time, because there are many things that can waste your time each and every day in your real estate business. So as I said earlier, go through this program a couple of times, listen to it, and then consider what you can bring into your real estate day. I'm sharing this particular recording today because it is part of the Listing Agents course that I provide online. So I'm pleased I can share it with you today, and of course enjoy the ideas. There will be results coming from this that you can use in your real estate day. And so that was the program for today. Some ideas there that you can use in your real estate business. And of course, this real estate market of this year is an incredible market with lots of opportunity in sales, leasing and property management. So make sure you are doing the right things, refining what you're doing and improving your skills over time. There's always plenty of business out there in any market for you to win, for you to convert and to work with over time. Create your pipeline of opportunity. So don't forget to visit the website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com, and I'll see you there with more ideas that you can use in your real estate business. So thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you at the website.